mighty name of Jesus. Command the arrows of envious enemies to be fired back where it has come from. Return them back today. Arrows of envious enemies, arrows of jealous enemies, command it to be sent back in the name of Jesus. I touch and agree with you that the arrows of envious and jealous enemies be sent back in the mighty name of Jesus. I command it to be returned back. 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 I command it to be returned back in the name of Jesus. I'd like you to understand that there was this woman in the Bible who connived with her husband and killed a man, a very poor man who had nothing. The only thing the man had was a small piece of land. And this woman and her husband desired that land. And because the man will not sell the land, they ended up killing him. Very powerful man and powerful woman. The husband's name is called Ahab. Actually, the man was a king in Israel. And because this poor man had nobody to help him, this king connived and then they killed that man and collected his land. That is why you need to pray against the arrows of envious enemies. The little that man had was taken over by a powerful king. The king was a king over an entire kingdom. Imagine the king of an entire nation like Israel. He had access to every land that he could get. He had access to every piece of property and real estate. But him and his wife Jezebel connived and killed that innocent man and took his land. That is why you need to pray this prayer. The little you have. Some people have 10 children, but the one you have, they envy that child. Some people have millions. The 1,000 you have, they envy it. Some people have everything. The little you have, they look for ways to destroy it because they are full of envy and hate. The reason why you need to pray is because as I'm telling you the story right now, there are people suffering by the arrows of envious and jealous witches and wizards. They go about destroying what others have because they are full of hate, greed, and wickedness. They want to possess everything. And so they look at you, they want to destroy your marriage. They want to destroy your joy. They want to destroy what gives you peace of mind because they in themselves do not have peace. They don't have joy. They look for what they can scatter for somebody, and then it gives them the gratification they are looking for. This morning, I want you to pray. The prayer is very serious. You might not think what you have is important until you listen to the heartbeat of your wicked enemy. The little you have is a miracle. The little you think you don't have enough. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I don't have everything that I want. Oh, everything I need, I have not gotten. That which you have is still something that they are searching for. Some of them don't understand the reason why you have joy. They don't understand the reason why you have peace of mind. The little you are full of joy. You rejoice in the spirit. You are led by God. The grace of God is upon you. But you see, the little you have is like a shining star in the realms of the spirit, and that is why they move with envy, like Jezebel and her husband Ahab, who went ahead and manipulated events, killed that man. They called the name of the man Naboth, and took over his vineyard, took over his real estate, took over that small piece of land that gave that man joy. We are going to pray. The arrows of envious enemies must backfire by fire. Wherever you are, begin to pray. Say, Father, in the name of Jesus, I command the arrows of envious enemies to backfire by fire. The arrows of envious enemies, I command it to backfire by fire. Every arrow of envious enemy, satanic agents fired against my life, fired against my family, fired against my business, fired against my children, I command it to backfire by fire today in the mighty name of Jesus. Command the arrows of those envious enemies to backfire. Command the arrows of those envious enemies to backfire. Everybody pray. Say after me, every arrow of envious enemies fired against my children, fired against my business, fired against my star, fired against my glory, fired against my prosperity, fired against my help, fired against my helpers, fired against the Hope and Power Mega Church, Massachusetts, USA, fired against everybody connected to this agreement prayer hour now. I command the arrows of those satanic envy to return back to the sender now. In the name of Jesus, wherever you are likely to pray with me, say, Father, around my life, around my family, around my business, I block the arrows of satanic jealousy, satanic wickedness, satanic jealousy and envy around my business, around my children, around my family, around my loved ones, around the Hope and Power Mega Church, Massachusetts, USA, around Bishop Dr. John Eager. Every arrow of satanic jealousy, we block you now. We block you now. You shall not stand or come to pass. We return you back to the sender. We return you back to the sender now. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I am reading the book of Isaiah, Psalm chapter number 64.